In other news, isn't it romantic? New York City architect Natalie, played by Rebel Wilson, works hard to get noticed at a job, but is more likely to be asked to deliver coffee and bagels than to design the city's next skyscraper. And if things weren't bad enough, Natalie, a lifelong cynic when it comes to love, has an encounter with a mugger that renders her unconscious, waking to discover that her life has suddenly become her worst nightmare, a romantic comedy. And she is the leading lady.
It's just a movie. You see, Natalie, life's not a fairy tale. Girls like us don't get that.
But why?
Well, look in the mirror, doll. We're no Julia Roberts.
Pretty woman. Every day is payday. Swipe my card, then I do it.
Natalie's saying that romantic comedies are bad.
All those movies are lies. They're terrible pop songs.
I think people would have an easier time seeing you if you were a little more open.
Hey, I'm Jack.
Natalie. Why does this shit always happen to me?
Where am I?
You're in the emergency room.
This isn't an emergency room. This is a Williams-Sonoma.
Making my way downtown.
It looks like somebody's put a beauty filter across New York City.
911, what's your emergency?
Someone's broken into my apartment and they've taken everything and replaced it all with much nicer stuff.
So your emergency is that your apartment is too big and you have every shoe you could ever want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I think I might be going crazy. I hit my head really hard and I woke up in this alternate universe. And now I have a gay sidekick who's setting gay rights back like 100 years.
I love working the legs.
Jesus! And guys look at me in the eyes.
You're quite beguiling, aren't you? Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
No! Oh my God. I think I'm trapped in a... My life's become a romantic comedy! And it's PG-13!
Okay, Boots, what's the update?
I have to get a man to fall in love with me.
Boom, 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 yeah! I'm Josh.
That is such a beautiful name.
Good morning, beautiful. Last night was amazing.
I don't think we actually did anything. It just cut to the next morning.
What?
Just get back here.
Okay. Good morning, beautiful. Last night was amazing. Natalie, I
Oh, so that was the trailer for Isn't It Romantic?
Ended very abruptly.
It did, yeah. So it stars Rebel Wilson, Liam Hemsworth, Adam Devine, and Priyanka Chopra, aka one of the Jonas Brothers' wives. I thought, considering how little it had been talked about before it was available on Netflix, I loved it. And I don't know if that's because I wasn't expecting the film that we got,
Yeah.
or if just because it's a great film. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. I didn't know anything about the film until one of my friends, had seen it and was telling me about it. And I thought, oh my God, that actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
And then when I mentioned it to you, you were like, oh yeah, I've seen the trailer for that. So we just watched it.
Yeah.
It was great.
And what I love most is it's kind of really apt that we're doing this show today, celebrating International Women's Day, playing a lot of songs by women and talking about Captain Marvel and all that, because I think this film really fits well into that whole discussion.
Yeah.
Because Rebel Wilson, the whole idea of the film is that, if you didn't get it from the trailer, Rebel Wilson hates the sort of conventions of rom-coms, and she's really sort of cynical, and then she gets mugged in the subway and wakes up to find herself in the middle of cliche city, and her life is a rom-com.
Yeah.
And what I think is great about this film is that it actually delivers a very conventional rom-com while at the same time mocking everything about the conventional rom-com.
It's very clever, yeah, with how it's done, because that is its genre. It is a rom-com.
Yeah.
But it's a rom-com because it's taken the mick out of rom-coms. And it's just so bizarre, but it's so well done.
Yeah.
It is very clever.
Yeah, and also I think it was a genius move casting Rebel Wilson.
Absolutely.
Because she's not your conventional Hollywood size zero star.
No, she's no, like Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Or, who's the other one who's basically the same as Cameron Diaz but ginger?
I don't know who you mean.
You do know who I mean.
I don't know.
They're all the same anyway. But she's not like that. They're typically in rom-coms, aren't they?
Yes.
That's going to really bug me. Who is that?
And do you know, I think an example of a film that kind of got it wrong was like Shallow Hal, because the whole idea was like, I kind of get the premise. It's all about, being, happy with yourself and whatnot. But I also think Shallow Hal didn't really do much in terms of kind of making people feel confident about their own body image.
No.
Because it was still saying, well, if you want to be taken seriously, you need to be skinny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think that says a lot for the time difference. I mean, how many years ago was it that Shallow Hal was made to now?
Yeah.
And I said that when we were watching the film, didn't I? That I genuinely thought Isn't It Romantic was going to be like Shallow Hal, where it was in a, it was like everyone else saw things normally, but it's not. She literally is in a rom-com world.
Yeah, and it's kind of building on the same thing that Amy Schumer did last year with I Feel Pretty.
Yeah.
Because it was all about her. It's all about self-perception,
yeah,
as opposed to actually changing who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's about accepting who you are.
Yeah, and I think someone like Amy Schumer or Rebel Wilson, they're doing a lot for that kind of like changing the image of, a successful and like rom-com-y kind of actress, what they should look like and what they should act like. And
absolutely, and it's really, I feel like someone like Rebel Wilson just really normalised the main character.
Yeah. It was really good. I wasn't a big fan of Rebel Wilson until I saw her in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked her in those, but in this she was really good.
She was good. And we're focusing a lot on the fact that her body shape is not conventional for a rom-com lead, but just put all of that aside, she's actually really good in it.
Yeah, her acting in it amazed me because I think of her as more kind of like Amy Schumer. I love Amy Schumer. Not the best actress, though. She's a comedian.
Yeah.
So I thought of Rebel Wilson along the same lines. But her acting in it is actually really, really good. It's so on point.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think with Amy Schumer, a lot of it is working in kind of skits and there's always a punchline to everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Whereas this felt a lot more flowy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you're watching an Amy Schumer film, you can forgive the bad acting because it is like a skit. It's like watching a comedian do a skit or improvising or something. But no, with Rebel Wilson, it wasn't like that at all. It was just like watching. It was watching an actress in a rom-com. It was great.
Absolutely. And I think also supporting cast Liam Hemsworth. He just played like
himself.
I can't tell the difference between him and Chris Hemsworth when they're playing that sort of character.
No,
because. But yeah, he was just like your typical, like, charming, like, love interest.
Yeah.
Sort of, he's rich, successful, not really sure how because he's clearly an idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's because he looks good. That's what it is, isn't he? He's the good-looking, rich idiot that swans about and doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
But then I think we've got to talk about Adam Devine as well.
Yes, do you know what? When we watched Game Over Man, because I think he's got a Netflix deal where he's making loads of films with them at the moment. Mm-hmm. Game Over Man was one of the worst experiences I've had on Netflix.
Yep.
It was diabolical. And I lost a lot of interest in Adam Devine after that. But I think he what's the word? Redeemed himself.
There we go.
Yeah, got there. With this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that Game Over Man was absolutely shocking. I think I've repressed it completely. But again, he's in Pitch Perfect, isn't he? With Rebel Wilson. And I think
actually plays her love interest in Pitch Perfect, yeah.
Together, I think they work so well. And I quite like him because he does a little cameo in Modern Family,
He does, yeah.
And he's good in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think given the right film, he can really shine.
Yeah.
But I think given a bad film, it's just. But then who is good in a bad film, you know?
True.
But yeah, I liked him as well. I thought he did quite well.
Yeah, and as a whole, I thought the film was great. And you know, if you love rom-coms, you'll love this. If you don't like rom-coms, you can laugh along with it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a win-win. It's the perfect date night movie. You're at home with your partner. You put Netflix on, and it will win everyone over.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no secret. I hate rom-coms. But I have to really, really, really be in the mood to watch one, and even then, I probably won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I was excited about this film, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It goes without saying, but buy Robin. What are you saying?
Oh, I'd have to buy it.
It's a buy from me as well. Twitter is a little bit more uncertain. Actually, slight majority is going for Bin.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
They haven't seen it.
They haven't. No. Get on Netflix now and watch it. It's Isn't It Romantic? Stars Rebel Wilson. You will love it, we promise. And from the film, this is some Whitney Houston.